Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the Kahoks. I said the Kahoks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now we're good with court. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh boys.
High school champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
They say that a march to a state championship in high school basketball begins with the very first game of the year. Well, we've gotten through the very first game of the year and all the way through game number 31. And here we are, ready to knock on the door of the month of March as your Collinsville Kahawks look to take a march all the way to the state championships. And it all begins right here, right now, in regional competition action. My name's Todd Duke. A very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. Let the madness begin. We are just a couple of days away from the month of March actually rolling in, but toward this 26th day of February, we will begin that march to an elusive state championship for your Collinsville Kahawks, and we'll begin that tonight here at Collinsville High School as your Kahawks take on the Edwardsville Tigers in semifinal action of the Class 4A Collinsville Regional. And we welcome you into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live quality lives, that is, through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or you can give them a call at 343 3602. Kahawks come into this contest the number 2 seed in the Collinsville Regional, and they will be taking on the Edwardsville Tigers. Collinsville comes in at 26-5 on the year, while Edwardsville picked up win number 9 last night as they took down Granite City to improve to 9-19 overall. Collinsville coached by Darren Lee. He's in his 10th year. Edwardsville coached by Dustin Battis. He is in his first year as the head man of the program at Edwardsville that was owned and operated for a long time over there by Coach Mike Waldo. We'll get into a little bit more of the particulars with Coach Lee and Coach Waldo as we go along, but we'll begin with a little bit of information on Collinsville and Coach Lee. One regional crown in Lee's tenure as the head coach for the Kahawks. That was the 2014-2015 season. They went 20-13 that year. They beat East St. Louis 58-50 at the Belleville West Regionals, and then they lost the sectional semifinal to Alton 4 days later, 67-58. The last sectional championship for Collinsville was the 93-94 season under Bob Bone when the team went 23-7. The last super sectional championship and last trip to state was the 91-92 season. That was also under Bob Bone. They went 23-8 that year, but could not advance out of the Elite 8 into the Final Four. And the last time coming out of state with any kind of a trophy, of course, that was Virgil Fletcher's last year, a 23-3 mark. They placed third in the 1977-78 year. That was my freshman year here at Collinsville High School. And, of course, the last state title, 1964-65 season, the 30-2 Virgil Fletcher-led Kahawks accomplished that feat. For Darren Lee, as we mentioned, in his 10th year here as a head coach of Collinsville, but he did not begin at Collinsville. He stopped along a couple of stops along the way. Coach Lee, 30th year as a head coach in the state, 909 games he has coached, and he has 631 wins, 278 losses. That's a winning percentage of almost 70%, right at 69.4. He coached at Vienna for 2 years, the 89-90 season and the 90-91 season. He went 39-15, didn't accomplish any hardware along the way, no regional championships. Moved on to Nashville after the 90-91 season and stayed there until the 08-09 season. That was 18 years, won 426 games to go along with 128 losses, a 77% on the win column. They were regional champs in his first year, Coach Lee was. They went 21-8. They were knocked out of the regionals the next 4 years before a 27-6 team in the 96-97 team made the first of 5 trips to state under Coach Lee, but each time they could not get out of the Elite 8. The best they did was the 06-07 season when they went 33-1. The only loss that year was a 43-38 loss to Teutopolis in the Elite 8. Teutopolis also knocked out Nashville out of the Elite 8, by the way, in the 99-2000 season. They went 24-10 that year. Coach Lee was inducted into the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association's Hall of Fame in 2011. His dad, David Lee, was inducted into that same fraternity in 1993. Of course, Darren played for his dad at McLeansboro and helped them to third place in 3A during the 82-83 season. That was Coach Darren Lee's senior year. The best was, they beat Havana, 58-52 after losing the semifinal to Flanagan, 39-34. They went 31-4 that year, and David Lee, the father of our head coach, Darren Lee, took the McLeansboro Foxes back to the state championship that year, a year after his son graduated, and led them to the state championship. They went 35-0 that year. I had a chance a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee, and you know what? I talked to him a little bit about that senior year of his in the 82-83 season, and of course we talked about this upcoming match with Edwardsville. We'll pass that conversation along to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show as we get you set for Class 4A semifinal regional action here at Collinsville High School as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Edwardsville Tigers. And joining us now on the pregame show is Collinsville Kahawk head coach Darren Lee. Coach, before we get into tonight's festivities, let's go back in time a little bit. And I'm not just talking about the East St. Louis game or the Belleville East game. Let's go back to 1983, your senior season at your high school at McLeansboro. You guys went to the state championships, and you lost the semifinal game but came back, won the third place game. And I'm not really interested in just the third place game. I'm interested in the experience. What do you remember from that whole experience, your senior season, and going that far?
Well, for me, obviously it was very exciting getting there. McLeansboro was a big basketball town, and just a lot of people were very excited. We drew huge crowds. We won the Super Sectional against Oakville on a Tuesday, and playing in the Assembly Hall. Now, for me personally, I got injured early in the first game against Nokomis, so that was I had a really bad injury, and I really couldn't go much after that. But so for me personally, it wasn't great. But I always thought, for our team, and my dad was the coach. That was his first time to get to the state basketball tournament as a coach, and so for McLeansboro, for our family, it was quite a thrill and quite an honor.
On the flip side of that coin, you graduated. They went back the next year and won the whole thing. What were you thinking of then?
Well, I was just happy for the guys and Dad, and they were very good, and and I was there, and it was fun for what they were able to accomplish, and I was very happy for them.
The reason I bring this up is we're just getting started here in the 2018-2019 season, in the postseason anyway, and do you find is it easy to relate to these kids what it's like to go through that and how much they should cherish it, or are they just a moment?
Well, I don't know. I think they're just caught. Yeah, I just think they're caught up in the moment. I don't think they understand until they get older how special it is to get a chance to do this. So, and I don't know if I can really give them a lot of wisdom on that. I just tell them that we have to be ready to play each game, or obviously if we don't play well, it could be our last, and that's not something you want to look forward to. So we really want to prepare and take it a game at a time, and hopefully we can you can make a deep run and create a lot of excitement.
All right, more back to recent memory. Let's talk about, just for a moment, the Belleville East game. Do you kind of forget about that game, throw that game out the window and not think about it anymore, or do you use that as a teaching moment? Because I'm kind of guessing that a part of the reason was they were looking forward to the East St. Louis game, but a lesson learned to be like, you can't look ahead. They might be looking forward to playing Alton Friday night, so you can't look ahead. You got to take care of what is right now.
No, I don't look. I just talked to them about some of the things we didn't. They played really well, and they shot it real well. So I thought we were ready to play. We just I thought we got beat defensively too many times in the first half. Now we didn't shoot it very well. Obviously, we all 17 from the arc. That's hard to overcome. But defensively, I was really disappointed in how we played, especially in the first half. And they shot it extremely well. So I look at it more of a standpoint of that. I think you only get so many games. I think most times you're going to be ready to play. And I've told them a long time, this is our biggest game of the year. I mean, I've told them that all month. Tonight, whoever we play was our biggest game of the year. So, no, they'll be focused. Now, Edwardsville is just a good basketball. They're playing really well. They could beat us. Just it won't be because we're not ready to play.
All right. Speaking of Edwardsville, you led me right into my next question. You played them twice. I'm sure you were here last night and saw them beat Granite City. And they gave you fits the last time you played them. What is it that worries you the most about Edwardsville?
Yeah, they battled us the first time too. They're a good team. They execute their offense real well, and they have 5 guys that can come out and catch the ball and play around the perimeter. So they're going to bring whichever big guy we have in the game away from the bucket. They're really going to try to do that again, and they run their offense, their set offenses very well. It gives me we'll have a tough time if we win. I told the kids it'll be close. It'll be close either way. They're not going to blow us out, so we know we're going to be in a close game. And hopefully we can get a little lead and spread the floor and hang on at the end. And we know there's going to be no blowouts. Not with these guys, not this time of year. But we do have to focus on. They're going to spread the floor and stay in between them and the basket and not getting beat on the dribble. We've been getting beat on the dribble a few too many times here lately.
All right, so from the Kahoks' point of view, what is it that you need to do? What do you need to control? What do you need to take care of to make sure you're playing Friday night?
Well, we got to stop them defensively. We got to stop the penetration, stay disciplined if they spread the floor and slow it down. And we have to execute our offense. We've got to find our big guys and make sure they get posted. And if they draw a double, then we can swing the ball to the guy that's open on the backside. And if they don't double the big guys, they got to go to work and they got to score, and offensively. So we need that to happen, and we need to stay execute our offense and make sure we get good shots each time down. I don't think we'll turn it over much. They're not going to pressure us. I'd be disappointed if we had over 5. That's going to be important. And then I think some guys are going to have to knock some shots down. Kawan Smith's going to be open. They're not going to guard him. You're going to have to knock some shots down. And and if he can do that, that'd be big for us.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Okay, thanks, Todd.
As Darren Lee, your head coach of your Collinsville Kahok basketball team, we'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass the starting 5 along for each team. And more names and more numbers, all that coming up and more on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We are just about ready for this Class 4A showdown here. Regional semifinal winner will move on to the championship game Friday night and will take on either Alton or Springfield. Those two teams will get ready to battle it out here after this one is complete. Here's your starters. Malik Robinson for Edwardsville, the 6-foot senior, followed by Nick Hempkin, the 6'1" junior, Jalen Tuggle, a 6'1" senior, Brennan Weller, a 6'3" sophomore, and A.J. Robertson, a 6'1" senior. Collinsville, Kawan Smith, the 5'9" junior, Rayshawn Taylor, the 6'1" junior, Marshall Harrison, the 6'3" senior, Gadrian Jones, the 6'6" junior, and Laurent Geladini, the 6'2" junior. Yes, everybody, Zane Baker is back, but he's been playing the last couple of games as a starter, so coach didn't want to change anything, but he will come off of the bench. Edwardsville, of course, the road team. They are in the orange uniforms, trimmed in a little black. Numbers are in black. Tigers written across the fronts of their jerseys. For Collinsville, The home team, they're in their home whites. Numbers are in purple, and the word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys in purple as well. And Edwardsville starts off by consuming some time on the clock. All the play right now taking place outside of the perimeter. We're underway here in this first quarter. Tigers with the ball. And here is Malik Robinson. Robinson back at the timeline. 45 seconds already gone here in this first quarter, and no shots, not even anywhere close to a shot. First time we've been in the perimeter is the ball in Nick Hempkins' hands. He drives, gets cut off in the lane by Geladini and Kadrian Jones. Nicely done there on the defense. They'll kick it back out to Robinson at the top of the key. Robinson will back up toward the midcourt stripe, and he'll hand the ball off to Tuggle. Tuggle in front of the scorer's table, back to Hempkin. Hempkin back this way to Brennan Weller, and Weller will skirt parallel with the midcourt stripe. Collinsville putting on a little pressure out there now as they don't want to get caught in this game of let's waste all the clock we can. That is very reminiscent of the last coach, Mike Waldo for Edwardsville. Here is a three-point shot, and A.J. Robertson gets things going with a three-pointer. 3-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Almost 1:45 gone in this first quarter before Collinsville finally gets their hands on the ball. Here is Kadrian Jones in front of the Edwardsville bench and in front of head coach Dustin Battis. Now Collinsville gets the ball inside to Marshall Harrison. Back outside to Geladini. Now into the left-hand corner for Harrison. Harrison back out front, Geladini. Far side, Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor on the right wing, now into the right corner for Kawan Smith. He'll launch a three-point shot to tie, and that's exactly what he does. Well, they're going to call it a two-pointer. Here comes Edwardsville, and there is Robertson. Robertson, round to the top of the key, gives the ball up now to Robinson. Robinson back over to Robertson. Malik Robinson, 6-foot senior, has the ball back at midcourt. Now the ball given up for Hempkin, who finds Robertson. Robertson, an underhand pass to Tuggle. Tuggle between the leg dribble and doesn't penetrate over on the right wing. Instead, it comes all the way back out front, and then Hempkin gets it just inside of the perimeter at the free throw line. He'll hand the ball off, top of the key for Robinson. Malik Robinson, 6-foot senior. A pass that goes off of Tuggle, and I believe we're going to have a foul called instead of just the out-of-bounds call, and it's going to go against Marshall Harrison. Harrison tried to slap that ball before it had a chance to skip out of bounds and got more body contact than he did ball. So here is Malik Robinson on the inbound pass. 3 minutes in, and 2 shots have been taken. Both have been made. A three-pointer by Edwardsville and a two-pointer by Collinsville. Here is Malik Robinson. Robinson takes it over toward the scorer's table. Underhand pass to Weller. Weller being watched by Rayshawn Taylor. Now bounces the ball over to Robinson. Malik Robinson bounces it to Robertson. AJ gives it up, and now Malik Robinson back with it out toward midcourt. Over to Tuggle. Tuggle on the right wing. Gives it up, top of the key for Robertson. Now Tuggle thought about the three. Instead, he penetrates, kicks it back out into the corner, and it's knocked out of bounds by Rayshawn Taylor going for the loose ball in the corner, and Edwardsville will retain possession. 4:27. We could have a single-digit first quarter here if this keeps up. Something like 9-8. Baseball score at the end of 7. Here's Tuggle on the inbound to Robinson. Robinson. Back out toward the midcourt stripe. Hands the ball off, and then it goes to Robertson. Over to Tuggle. Tuggle on the right wing, back to the top of the key for Robinson. He skips and jumps through the lane and travels. So Collinsville with the ball back in their hands with a chance to take the lead here. Already halfway through quarter number 1. Here is Kawan Smith. Bounce pass onto the wing for Geladini. Geladini gives it up into the corner. Kawan Smith for 3. This one rolls across the rim and over into the corner. Rebound picked up by Weller. And Tuggle comes down, has that ball taken out of his hands by Kadrian Jones. Collinsville will bring it back up. Here is Rayshawn Taylor on the left wing into the left corner for Geladini. Just outside the lane, turnaround shot. Kadrian Jones can't make it, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in. Jones using some of that weight to push himself into proper scoring position. Here is Tuggle. Collinsville has their first lead. It's 4-3. Tuggle skirts the sideline, kicks it into the paint, out for Hempkin and into the corner for Robertson for three. No good. Falls a little short. Rebound picked up by Robertson. Now back out to the top of the key for Hempkin. Hempkin will slow things down and back it up for Malik Robinson. Jaleel Roundtree ready to become the first substitute of this game for Edwardsville. Tuggle gives it up to Robertson. 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Tuggle, left wing. Out to Hempkin. Hempkin in the slot. Now gives it up for Robertson. Robertson. Marshall Harrison providing the defense on Robertson. He'll give the ball up to Tuggle. Tuggle at the top of the key or back toward the midcourt circle for Hempkin. Hempkin being pressured by Kadrian Jones. And now Rayshawn Taylor steps right in front of Weller for an easy steal and an easy bucket. Third turnover for Edwardsville. They're trapped in the backcourt. Now they get the ball across to Tuggle. Tuggle behind the back dribble, pulls up top of the key and hands the ball off to Malik Robinson. Nice steal, very good awareness there by Rayshawn Taylor. Now a reverse layup underneath the basket by Weller. Doesn't fall. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor just in the perimeter, kicks it out. Free throw line. Kadrian Jones a little too strong. Hits that fat part of the iron. And comes down for a rebound for Edwardsville. Here is Malik Robinson. Underhand pass to Tuggle. Tuggle over on the left wing in front of the Kahawks bench. Gets it back now to Robinson. Robinson, 1:50 left to go here in this first quarter. Now here is Tuggle. He'll hand it off to Hempkin. Back to Tuggle. Robertson for three, and he hits it. Second three-point basket hit by the Edwardsville senior, A.J. Robertson, and a timeout on the floor taken by Collinsville. So we will take some time to thank some of our sponsors. How about Metro East Roofing and Guttering? Locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums, Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company that you know and trust. Give them a call today at 345-5679 for your free estimate. And you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. Let's also thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page, or you can check out the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. 6-6. Collinsville gets the ball back as Zane Baker is into the game for the first time since his return trip from Florida. Underneath, into the lane. Shot taken by Jones. No good, but he's going to go up for two. And the first Edwardsville foul is going to belong to Nick Hempkin. Jones at the free throw line this year, 50.6 from the charity stripe, having hit 41 of 81. Jones, good on the first one. Missed a two-point shot from the free throw line just a little while ago, and it was just a little bit too strong off the hinged part of the iron back there, so he had a little bit of a feel for the free throw line before he even went up there. This one falls a little short. Rebound tipped, and Marshall Harrison comes up with it. Harrison back over to Kwan Smith. Smith on the right wing gives it up back to Harrison, and Harrison into the paint. Jones off the glass, can't get it to go, but another foul forthcoming for Edwardsville, and that one's going to belong to Ethan Young, the 5'11 junior, just inserted into the game, as well as the aforementioned Jaleel Roundtree, the 5'9 sophomore. So KJ back at the free throw line, and this time he hits the first one just as he did the last time. Collinsville up by 2, 8-6, 1:09 left to go here in this first quarter. Good on both trips this time. Jones, now the leading scorer with 5. Tuggle skips the ball up to Young. Tuggle gets it right back, flies up. Off balance shot. Good for 2. And we had a whistle. Not sure why. Gilardini checks back into the game for Marshall Harrison. And Geladini out to Zane Baker, who gives up to Rayshawn Taylor, who tripped. And then took a shot to the nose by Ethan Young. It was an accidental shot to the nose. No call by the referee, who was standing right there. And now, Kawan Smith to Baker, inside, turnaround shot. That rolls around the rim for Kedrian Jones. Here come the Tigers, up to Young. Young backs it up now to Roundtree. Roundtree, 20 seconds left. Edwardsville trying to play for the last shot. And we're down to 10. Here is Young. He'll dribble, he'll drive. Comes into the perimeter, kicks it back out for Roundtree. Roundtree over on the far side wing. That is Robinson. Robinson at the top of the key right before the buzzer. Launches a three-point shot, but that one is no good. And we head into the second quarter with your Collinsville Kahawks leading the Edwardsville Tigers 11-8. Back with quarter number 2 in just a moment here on the Kahawks Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
Todd Duke, Zach Roseman back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Second quarter underway. Collinsville with a 3-point lead after one quarter, and the Kahawks with the ball. Here it is to Kedrian Jones. Has that ball smacked out of bounds by Edwardsville on the intended pass for Kawan Smith on the right side of the lane. So Collinsville will regroup. Inbound underneath of their own basket. It is Kawan Smith. Smith looking all the way out front and finding Zane Baker. Baker to Rayshawn Taylor, wide open for three, and he drains it. Rayshawn now has 5 points himself. First three-pointer made tonight by Collinsville. Thought we might have one earlier with Kawan Smith in the corner, but they called it a two-pointer, so Collinsville now up 14-8. Here comes Roundtree. Roundtree is going to get fouled, and they're going to call it against Rayshawn, even though Rayshawn really didn't make any contact. They kind of got tangled up as Roundtree was running in, and then he went down. They end up calling it a foul. Inbound pass will come in from Robinson out to Roundtree at the top of the key. 14-8, Collinsville with the lead. We're underway here in the second. 7:20 left to go in this first half. Here is Tuggle. Underhand pass at the top of the key for Robinson. Inside to Hankin. He will bowl over Zane Baker, and he'll get called for it as well. Hempkin will pick up his second foul on the charge against Zane Baker. Fourth turnover for the Tigers as Matt Stopka checks into the game for Hempkin. Stopka, the 6'2" senior. Lots of seniors on this Edwardsville team. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith, top of the key. Got those quick feet and those quick hands. Here is Zane Baker. Now over to Smith. Smith in the corner at the end of the Edwardsville bench. Brings it out. Skirts the free throw line. Baker for three. Just across. And a travel by Kedrian Jones as he caught the rebound, falling backwards. Never had control over his feet. Threw it while he was pedaling backwards and got called for the travel. And that is the first turnover for Collinsville. You heard Coach Lee say he would expect no more than 5 in this game. Well, there's number 1. And it happened with 6:50 left to play here in this second quarter. Here is Tuggle. Tuggle brings it up for Edwardsville. Slows down. Works his way over toward the right wing. Still keeps his dribble, though. Now hands the ball off and gets it right back. Now into the corner for Robinson. Back out to Roundtree. Roundtree dribbles, drives in the paint, turns around, gives to Tuggle. Tuggle just outside the lane, takes the shot. It flies over the rim. Rebound belongs to Stopka. He throws it up for a prayer, and his prayer is answered as it finds the hands of Malik Robinson. Robinson will just give the ball up to Roundtree. Roundtree to Robertson. Over to Stopka. Stopka back out toward the midcourt stripe now to Robertson. A.J. Robertson, 6 minutes to go here in this second quarter. 14-8, Collinsville with the lead. Winner will move on to the championship game Friday night from this very gymnasium against the winner of the next game between Alton and Springfield. Here is Tuggle for Edwardsville over on the left wing. Couple of dribbles, gives it up to Robertson. Robertson, baseline, travels. He was caught in between shooting and passing, and when he did, his feet kept moving. And Collinsville will get the ball back with 5:40 left to play here in this first half. And here is Kawan Smith. Smith hands the ball off to Gelladini. Gelladini to Rayshawn Taylor, top of the key. Moves it over toward the right wing. Now penetrates in the perimeter. Back out on a pass. A bouncer over to Gelladini. He'll kick it out, top of the key. Zane Baker for 3, and that one I think got partially tipped. And that turns into the second Collinsville turnover. 5:20 left to play here in this first half. 14-8 remains the score. As Brennan Weller checks back into the game, he'll take the place of Matt Stopka. Marshall Harrison will come in for Gelladini, and Aaron Moulton will get his first taste of this game as he comes in for Kadrian Jones. 1 6'6" junior for the other. Here is Roundtree after collecting the inbound pass. He brings it up across the big purple Indian head, encased by the big purple C for Collinsville. Here is a pass out to the top of the key for Weller. Weller gets it to Robinson, who almost travels himself. And Kawan Smith almost stole that ball into the corner. Weller for 3, good. Third three-point shot made tonight here by Edwardsville. That makes it 14-11. Marshall Harrison will try to answer. It skips across the rim, and the rebound is out of bounds. Zane Smith going for it. And had a foot out of bounds when he got his hand on the ball to shove it back in play. So Collinsville couldn't capitalize, and here comes Edwardsville looking for a 3-point bucket to tie it, or at least get within 1. Here's A.J. Robertson. He'll kick it back out toward the midcourt stripe and get it right back. He'll drive, found an opening, kicks it back out to Tuggle. Tuggle drives baseline, loses control of the ball. Kawan Smith, he gets his hands on it, but then Tuggle does as well. Jump ball called, possession arrow in favor of Edwardsville. .424 left to play here in this first half. Tigers will get the ball back near midcourt. There is Malik Robinson. Robinson to Robertson. AJ. And watched out here by Aaron Moulton. Back over to Roundtree. Roundtree dribbles and comes back to center court and then tries to make his move into the paint. And nice defensive shadow put on there by Rayshawn Taylor caused the turnover. That's the 6th turnover for Edwardsville. 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Rayshawn brings the ball up for Collinsville. Gets to Moulton. Moulton in front of the Edwardsville bench. Out to the top of the key for Zane Baker. Baker's tipped pass still hits Rayshawn for 3, a little bit short. Rebound, Marshall Harrison. He gets it, puts it back up and in. A little bit of a struggle to corral that rebound. There's Edwardsville. Collinsville putting on some backcourt pressure a little bit, but Malik Robinson breaks that. Robinson gives it up to Robertson. Now back over to Roundtree. Roundtree back at the midcourt stripe. A.J. Robertson circles over on the left wing. Comes back out toward midcourt. And an underhand pass is too far for Roundtree. Turns into the 7th Tiger turnover. And Collinsville will get the ball back here. Kahawks up by 5, 16-11. 3:08 left to play here in this first half. Kawan Smith inbounds into the backcourt for Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings it up for the Kahawks over onto the far side wing for Aaron Moulton. Moulton all the way back out to midcourt for Smith, who gives it up to Zane Baker. Baker back to Smith in the left-hand corner. Brings it out, cuts it across, gives it to Zane Baker. He bluffs the three, bounces it just outside for Moulton. Baker gets it right back at the free throw line. He'll give it up to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor comes in from midcourt, free throw line, kicks it out. Zane Baker bluffs the three, through the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to roll. Put back tap in, that missed. And Marshall Harrison will clean everything up and give Collinsville a 6-point lead. 18-11 with 2:15 left to play. Second quarter action. Here is Robinson. Malik Robinson. Back at midcourt. Bounce pass onto the wing for Tuggle. Tuggle over on the far side now, and Young brings it back to Tuggle. Tuggle for 2. Make that 3. Misses. Collinsville pulls down the rebound. Rayshawn Taylor brings the ball back up court. Coach Lee holding up 2 fingers with his right hand. Apparently his players know what that means, because I don't. Here's Marshall Harrison into the paint. Kicks it into the corner. Zane Baker gives it up to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor back out to Kawan Smith. 90 seconds to go here in this first half. Smith floats through the lane, puts it up. Tip-in try once again by Aaron Moulton, but this time the rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Tigers bring the ball back up. 1:20 to go here in this first half. Here is Young, almost lost the ball, and now he does, but they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Zane Baker. And Ethan Young will inbound in front of the Kahawk bench. Does so to Robinson. Robinson to Tuggle. Tuggle over in the corner right in front of Collinsville coach Darren Lee. Here is Tuggle. Almost had that ball knocked away by Kawan Smith. Now out to the wing, it's Robinson. Top of the key for Young. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Collinsville up by 7. Bounce pass, Tuggle. Stopka. Young. Young makes his move from in front of the scorer's table, bounces it to Tuggle. Tuggle. Stopka. Over to Malik Robinson. 35 seconds left to play here in this second quarter. Here's Tuggle once again. Edwardsville content with chewing up the rest of the time on the clock, apparently. Here is Young. Over to Weller. Bounce pass Stopka all the way back out at midcourt. And a picked off pass by Rayshawn Taylor, and then he's fouled on the way up by Matt Stopka. So after all that work down there for Edwardsville, Rayshawn timed that break just right, just like a little linebacker reading the eyes of a quarterback and stepping right in front of the receiver just as the pass gets there. That's the first foul against Stopka. Rayshawn at the free throw line for the first time, hits the first one. Mr. Taylor coming in at 70.4% on the year as 2 6'6" juniors swap out. Kadrian Jones back into the game for Aaron Moulton. 14 seconds to play here in this first half. Rayshawn, one more shot coming his way. He hits it. And Collinsville is now up 20-11 as Laurent Geladini checks back into the game. Rayshawn will head to the bench for the rest of this quarter. Here's Ethan Young, under 10 to go. And he throws the ball away. Marshall Harrison brings it down and almost had another basket, but he couldn't quite handle the hot potato. Exchange of turnovers there by each team. 1.7 seconds Edwardsville has to get the ball back down and get a shot off. And there's the pass by Hempkin at Wellen. Turnaround shot off the inside of the rim. Almost. A good three-pointer there at the end of that first half. Well, that brings us to our halftime show, brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Nachos, burgers, way too many sides to choose from, and a list of other wonderful menu items to go along with all that food. They're over here getting their eat on right now. Mr. Cafe Agape himself. Cafe Agape also offers catering service as well as delivery. Some of the best homemade food in the area. Call Cafe Agape today, 345-CAFE, 345-2233. We will look around. Not a lot of action. Everything's pretty much over as far as fall sports are concerned. So boys basketball, the only thing going on. The other regional that has Belleville West taking on O'Fallon doesn't get underway until 7 o'clock. So we might not be able to find much of anything. If not, we'll certainly pass along the first half stats to you, and that'll be coming your way next on the Cafe Agape halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm out making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, weshipstlouis.com or call 346-4884. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And once again, welcome back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. And just as I thought, we are the only game going on right now, so nothing to tell you about as far as the scoreboard is concerned. Belleville West and O'Fallon getting ready to take the court there at Belleville West High School at 7 o'clock in that semifinal game. Here in this one, 20-11. It was 11-8. Collinsville led by 3 points after 1 quarter of play. Then they proceeded to outscore Edwardsville 9-3 in that second quarter. And thus we have a 20-11, very low scoring game. Leading scorer, that's a shared responsibility by Kadrian Jones and Rayshawn Taylor for Collinsville. The two juniors have 7 points apiece. And then the next 2 scorers on the team also have the exact same number as Kawan Smith and Marshall Harrison. Each have 4. A.J. Robertson, he leads the Edwardsville Tigers in points right now with 6. Brendan Weller has 3, and Jalen Tuggle has 2. Rebound category, Collinsville won that battle 8-5 in the first half. Edwardsville turned the ball over 9 times compared to 4 for Collinsville. From the free throw line, Edwardsville did not go to the line in that first half, and Collinsville went 5 of 6 in the first half. And from the three-point stripes, that's where Edwardsville got most of their points. They went 3 of 7 in the first half from beyond the three-point stripe, while Collinsville hit 1 of 3. That is a look at your first half stats. We'll take a break and come back and give you second half action here in just a little bit on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And once again, we welcome you back into the broadcast balcony here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Just about ready for some second half action. Let's give you a little bit of a recap on the seasons for these two teams. Collinsville won 5 straight to start the year. Tournament champs in Heron before losing their first game of the year at Edwardsville, 67-64 on a buzzer beater. They then beat these Edwardsville Tigers in their next game, 51-31, before losing then at Alton on a buzzer beater, 59-57. Collinsville didn't lose again until the championship game of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. Another buzzer beater loss. That was a 65-62 loss to Springfield Southeast. After that, Collinsville won 12 straight games, almost matching the 13 straight by the 93-94 team, as Collinsville finished the year at 26-5. 26 wins was the most since the 1972-73 team went 26-3 under Virgil Fletcher. They then lost their last couple of games of the regular season before that big win over East St. Louis on Friday night. For Edwardsville, well, they are currently on a 3-game win streak, the only 3-game win streak of the year. They had a 2-game win streak on the 17th and 18th at the Jerseyville tournament. They had a couple of long losing streaks, though, a 6-game losing streak and 2 5-game losing streaks. And Edwardsville has not had a season with just 10 wins or less since the 83-84 team went 9-15 under Coach Eugene Valino, and no 20-loss team for Edwardsville since the 77-78 team went 5-21 under Valina. Also, we're underway here in the second half. Here is Kawan Smith. Collinsville leads by 9. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor gets the shot and draws the foul as well. Taylor now with 9, trying to become the first player on the floor to hit double digits. And he can do so with 1 free throw shot here. That foul belongs to A.J. Robertson. That's his first, and the first foul handed out here in this second half. A pretty clean played first half as far as fouls are concerned. Rayshawn misses, but goes in and gets his own rebound. Into the corner he goes. Now back out toward the scorer's table and back to the top of the key. That's why you follow up your shot. Here is Kadrian Jones. Jones to Geladini. Geladini almost had that picked off by Tuggle. Kawan Smith bounces it just outside the lane to Marshall Harrison. Back to Geladini. Back to Harrison now in the left-hand corner. Top of the key. Geladini will back things up, and Collinsville will reset their offense. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith. Top of the key. 1 minute gone here in this third quarter. Here's Geladini into the right-hand corner. Dribbles his way out and into the paint. Dumps it off for Kawan Smith. Baseline drive. Reverse layup. Good. 24-11, Collinsville with the lead. Here is Malik Robinson. Robinson breaks in from the left wing as that was left wide open by Kawan Smith. And Robinson collects his first points of the game. Timeout on the floor. Let's go ahead and thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference, all with fundraisers and projects that go to help the needy in Collinsville, like this one. Coming up Friday, March the 8th. That's next Friday, 1 week from this coming Friday. Trivia night. That's right. Cash prizes, raffle baskets, 50-50 drawing, all that taking place at the Caseyville Community Center. That's at 909 South Main Street in Caseyville. Doors open at 6. Games begin at 7. Bring your own snacks and cooler. Cost is $10 per person and up to 10 people per table, so that's $100. If you would like more information or to reserve your table, call Joanne at 618-288-2886. More information also can be found on Facebook. Type in the Collinsville Junior Service Club, and it'll take you right to their page. Click on events, and then it'll tell you all about it. Here's Geladini to Kawan Smith. Smith dribbles his way across the paint. Now over into the right corner for Geladini. He brings it back out to the wing, and then back into the corner it goes for Smith. Smith dribbles his way through the lane. Into the corner. Geladini for 3. It skips right across the rim. Kadrian Jones there with the rebound and the putback. And Collinsville extends that lead to 26-13. Here is Malik Robinson. Robinson over onto the left wing. Rolls the ball inside to Tuggle. Tuggle just outside the lane. Kicks it into the corner for Robertson, into the corner now for Tuggle. He'll just launch a three-point shot right over Marshall Harrison's head, and he'll hit it. 26-16, 10-point lead for the Kahawks. 5:30 left to play here in this third quarter. Here's Kawan Smith. Smith in the perimeter already. Backs his way out of it. He'll launch a shot from just inside the perimeter, and that one falls a little short. Rebound finds Jalen Tuggle. Tuggle over to Robinson. Robinson hands the ball off to Tuggle. Tuggle to Robertson. Robertson into the corner. Tuggle just hit a three from the opposite corner. Takes it out. And a one-arm shovel pass over to Malik Robinson. Robinson breaks in from the right side. Puts up a shot. No good. Whistle will put him on the line. Laurent Gilardini picks up his first, team first. And at the free throw line, Malik Robinson. Robinson on the year, 65.4% from the charity stripe. Shot good. First free throw participant tonight for Edwardsville. As Zane Baker will check back in for Gilardini. Robinson misses on the second one, takes a weird bounce and comes right out to Zane Baker. Here is Rayshawn Taylor, comes in from the right side, now just outside of the lane for Jones. Jones being double teamed and throws it off with a foot of Hemken and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 4:43 left to play here in this third quarter, and a timeout called by Collinsville. Let's thank some more of our sponsors. How about Pace Design and Construction in Maryville? Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call, 618-407-5466, or online at pacedesignconstruct.com. And let's also thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in and around the city. And as always, the City of Collinsville, a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. And, of course, they wish the boys good luck in this postseason run, and they'll wish all of our athletes coming up in the spring season good luck, as their seasons are about 3 weeks away from getting underway. Our first spring game scheduled for March the 12th, girls soccer game. But, of course, if the boys are still alive, and we hope they are, we'll have to cancel that game and bring you some super sectional action from Normal, Illinois. Inbound pass comes in. Collinsville trying to add to their 26-17 lead. They do so. A little turnaround jumper by Marshall Harrison. And now Edwardsville brings the ball up court. Here is Malik Robinson. Robinson out to the top of the key, and he'll get it right back from Hemken. Malik Robinson gets it to Ethan Young. Young over onto the far side for Hemken, into the paint. Tuggle had to go out of bounds. He turns around and finds Hemken heading toward the basket. Perfect pass. And Hemken is on the board for the first time tonight with 2 points. Here is Zane Baker for Collinsville. Halfway through quarter number 3. Marshall Harrison, free throw line. Out front, Smith into the corner for Zane Baker. Now deeper into the corner for Kawan Smith. He'll dribble his way to the free throw line and back himself out. Far side wing in front of the Kahok bench for Zane Baker. Now to Kawan Smith. Smith pulls it out just outside of the lane, takes a shot. Comes right back toward him, but Jalen Tuggle stepped in front of Smith and took that rebound opportunity away. Malik Robinson backs up to the midcourt circle. 3:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Juan Smith almost caused another turnover. Now a spin and a travel. Oh, I thought that was a travel. Zane Baker is going to get called for a foul instead of Malik Robinson getting called for a travel. I think everybody in the gym agreed except for those wearing orange. Inbound pass comes in from Weller, and he finds Robinson back on that left wing. Robinson gets it to Hempkin. Hempkin. Outside, Young. Young. Into the corner. Zane Baker knocks it away, but couldn't get it far enough away from Weller to make any difference in the turnover department. Now to Hempkin. All this taking place back at the midcourt stripe. Here is Malik Robinson. He flies in, takes the off-balance shot high off the glass. The rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Zane Baker. Baker gets it up over on the left wing. Now at the top of the key for Kadrian Jones. Over to Kawan Smith. 2:40 left to play here in this third quarter. Rayshawn Taylor drives and has the ball knocked right back to him. And then almost has it knocked out of his hands by Young. Baker kicks it out. Kawan Smith has it at the top of the key. Gives it up to Zane Baker over on the right wing. Top of the key, Rayshawn for three, yes! Second three-point shot made tonight by Rayshawn. That extends Collinsville's lead, 31-19. 2:05 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Jalen Tuggle. Tuggle gives it up now to Young. Young into the paint. A foul coming up against Kadrian Jones. He ran into Hempkin just as Hempkin got that pass in the paint. Jones, that's just his first. Collinsville's third here in this third quarter. Inbound pass comes in, gets stripped right out of the hands of Tuggle by Kawan Smith, who gives to Zane Baker over on the right wing. Baker drives and still in the perimeter. Gives it up to Marshall Harrison. Harrison has that ball poked out of his hands. Well, they're going to say did not have it poked out. He just lost the grip. Collinsville's fifth turnover. A.J. Robertson checks back into the game now for Edwardsville. Hempkin set to inbound to the Tigers senior, Malik Robinson. 1:40 left to go here in this third quarter. Robinson brings it up across the timeline. Pulls up his dribble, gives it up to Tuggle. Tuggle almost lost control, top of the key, underhand pass to Hempkin. Back to Tuggle, thought about the three from the left wing. Instead, a nice move underneath the basket by Brennan Weller. Gave him room to bank one off the glass. 31-21, Collinsville up by 10. 1:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith gives it up now for Marshall Harrison. Harrison back to Smith, right in front of his coach, Darren Lee. Now a handoff to Rayshawn Taylor. 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Taylor tried to move, blocked out by Robertson, gives it up to Marshall Harrison. Harrison will take it from the far sideline and work his way up to this sideline. Gives it up to Kawan Smith. Back to Marshall Harrison. Back to Kawan Smith. Smith dribbles over onto the right wing. Bounces it in for Aaron Moulton. Moulton takes it all the way back out to the midcourt stripe for Marshall Harrison. Harrison. 25 seconds left in this third. Marshall Harrison into the perimeter, back out for Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor drives and gets fouled by A.J. Robertson. That'll be his second. And that'll stop the clock with 21.2 seconds to play here. Ethan Young will check back into the game for Edwardsville. He'll take the place of Brennan Weller. Collinsville with the ball and the lead. 21.2 seconds to go. Inbound pass comes into Rayshawn Taylor on the right wing. He'll take it all the way back out to midcourt. Now he'll make his move at the free throw line. Tries a pass. It's tipped and Kawan Smith gets it back. Under 10. Here is Rayshawn. Rayshawn pulls up. Almost lost the ball. Now a 3-point shot. No good. And the rebound. No time to do anything with it for Edwardsville. So we will head to quarter number 4. Collinsville with a 10-point lead. 31-21. Fourth quarter action coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Todd Duke, Zach Roseman back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. Fourth quarter is here. Kahawks have a 10-point lead after outscoring Edwardsville 11-10 in that third quarter to take the 9-point lead they had at halftime and tack one more on to it. And then we have a 5-second violation. That was a quick 5 seconds. We'll take it. 11th turnover for Edwardsville. Collinsville will now get the ball back at midcourt. It'll be Zane Baker. He'll inbound to Kawan Smith. Smith brings it up toward the right wing. He'll hand it off there to Geladini. Into the corner now it goes for Smith. Smith makes his move at the free throw line, gives it up to Zane Baker, who gives it up for Geladini. Geladini from the left wing, top of the key for Kawan Smith, who will hand the ball off to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor at the free throw line, offset right, gives it up to Baker. Back out on a bounce pass, top of the key for Rayshawn Taylor, and he has his pocket picked by Malik Robinson. And then turnover back the other way as Zane Baker comes up with a loose ball. So a bounce pass in. Geladini gets fouled. No shot, they say. And it looks like this one might belong to Brennan Weller. And it will. That'll be the first on Weller, and that'll be the third on the Tigers here in this half. So we're all even in the foul department at 3 apiece. Marshall Harrison will check back into the game for Geladini. Inbound pass will come in from underneath of the Collinsville basket and settles into the hands of Smith. Now for Taylor. He'll launch a three from the corner, and it's good. Rayshawn Taylor with his third three-point shot of the night extends Collinsville's lead out to 13. Here is Tuggle. He'll hand the ball off to Robinson. Robinson brings the ball up, gives it up for Robertson. Into the wing, that is Jalen Tuggle. Tuggle, left wing, he'll just pull back, take the three-point shot, he'll hit it. Second three-point shot for Tuggle. Timeout on the floor, called by the Tigers. Well, they'll give us a chance to thank some more of our sponsors. How about Chapman Trucking LLC? Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy equipment where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate. Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Alton getting ready to take on Springfield here in the next game. Winner of this game will take on the winner of that game Friday night, right here on this very gymnasium floor at 7 o'clock for regional championship action with a chance to move into sectional play 1 week from tonight. Here's Kawan Smith for Collinsville. He'll drive and then he'll lose control of the ball. And Collinsville, Zane Baker gets it back, rolls it to Kedrian Jones. Count the basket. And Jones is going to go to the foul line as well. That is the third foul against A.J. Robertson. And that'll put Kedrian Jones back at the free throw line, where he is 3 of 4 tonight. Roundtree will check back in. He'll do so for Robinson. As the Tigers make another player exchange here. Kedrian Jones, KJ as they call him, ready at the free throw line for one shot. And that's no good. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. They bring it back up. Here is Tuggle. And a charging foul as Zane Baker had his feet planted in the paint. And Tuggle will pick up his first foul. Robinson and Weller check back into the game. Roundtree and Robertson go out. Here comes Collinsville. Kawan Smith across the timeline. 6:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Kahawks up by 12, 36-24. Kawan Smith over to Marshall Harrison. Harrison. Wow. They call that a 5-second violation. Are you kidding me? Well, how about that? Robinson collects the inbound pass in front of the Kahawk bench and brings it up across the timeline. Being shadowed there by Kawan Smith. Now over to Weller, who will hand the ball back off to Robinson. Weller, top of the key. Almost had that ball stripped out of there. He does! By Zane Baker. Bounces it in to Rayshawn Taylor. No one can hold on to it until finally Kawan Smith does. He'll put it in the basket and then get knocked on his butt. And this one's going to go against Weller. 13th turnover for the Tigers. As Jackson Weller looks like he's ready to check into the game for the first time. At the free throw line, though, Kawan Smith. Smith. Should have been a lane violation, but we'll take it. And now Jackson Weller, the 6'3" senior, does check into the game. 5:42 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 39-24 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Malik Robinson. Robinson across the timeline will hand the ball off to Young. Young over on the far side wing. That is the other Weller. Weller, not both out there, so we're good to go there. And a little trip and fall by Ethan Young. He slid across the floor on his backside, and while he was sliding, he was looking at a referee for a call. That didn't happen. Collinsville, a recipient of the 14th Edwardsville turnover. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. 5:15 to go here in this fourth quarter. Taylor over to Zane Baker. Baker on the right wing. Bounces it on that same wing to Rayshawn Taylor. Rayshawn trying to work his way around a double team. Does so with a pass to Kawan Smith. Smith through the lane, takes the shot, good. Kawan Smith gets a little floater in the lane. 41-24, Collinsville extends their lead. 4:50 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Robinson. Malik Robinson for Edwardsville. Over to Tuggle. Tuggle, baseline shot. Partially blocked, but it still found its way in. Kahawks up 41-26. Here is Rayshawn Taylor for Collinsville. Across the midcourt stripe, gets it to Kawan Smith. Smith drives, dumps it off. Baseline for Marshall Harrison, and then Harrison is fouled from behind by Nick Hemken, and Hemken will pick up his third foul. Seventh team foul for Edwardsville turns into 1-and-1 time here for Collinsville. Marshall Harrison at the line. He'll not get a bonus shot after that one. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Here's Malik Robinson for the Tigers. Bounces it onto the right wing for Tuggle. Tuggle, an underhand shot over onto the left wing, and now that's tipped out of bounds by Zane Baker. 4:09 left to play here in quarter number 4. Tigers coming off a win last night over Granite City, so back-to-back nights of games for them. Kahawks, meanwhile, had a little rest and a little practice yesterday. Here is Robinson. He'll launch a three from the top of the key, barely touches the front part of the rim, and then Kadrian Jones picks up the rebound and takes a body part to the face for a foul. Jackson Weller, guilty of that infraction. KJ back at the free throw line. Went 3 for 4 in the first half. Only one shot here in the second half, and he missed that one. Weller and Robinson come in for Weller and Roundtree. So Brennan Weller, the 6'3 sophomore, comes back in, and KJ hits his first free throw and stays up for a bonus try. Jones makes both. Tigers bring the ball back up with a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to do it. 3:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Malik Robinson. He'll hand the ball off to A.J. Robertson. Robertson got bumped off the ball by Zane Baker and almost lost his footing. No call. As Robinson backs it all the way up to midcourt. Tries to get rid of Smith, but a timeout on the floor by Edwardsville will stop the clock with 3:35 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Let's thank some more of our sponsors. How about my good buddy Peyton Blaylock? The real estate market is hot right now. You can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today, 780-4622. Check them out online, www.blaylockteam.com. And when you get a hold of my dear friends Peyton and Emily Blaylock, make sure you ask about their HERO program. That gives discounts to law enforcement officers, teachers, firefighters, nurses, as well as EMTs. Again, that number, 780-4622. Justin Bottas, by the way, JV coach for Edwardsville while Mike Waldo was doing his thing. He was the JV coach for 7 years. He took over for Coach Waldo after last year, and his 30th year that was for Waldo as the head man of Edwardsville. 646 wins and only 215 losses. Boy, it's an impressive record. 10 Southwestern Conference championships, 21 regional championships, 7 sectional championships. Took his team to state 6 times. They could never capture the big one, though. They finished 3rd in the 12-13 season and 4th in the 13-14 season. Here is Robertson, three-point shot, good. That's all that A.J. Robertson has hit tonight, is three-point shots. That is his 3rd one. 43-29, Collinsville with the lead. Here is a blocking foul that's going to come up against A.J. Robertson. And that will send Rayshawn Taylor to the line. That's his 4th, team's 9th, so next foul by Edwardsville will put a Kahawk at the line shooting 2 for the rest of the game. Right now, Rayshawn, a 1-and-1 opportunity. Had that opportunity earlier in this half and missed the front end, but not this time. Taylor misses on the next. Rattled around inside for a minute, but then popped back out. Robertson with the rebound for Edwardsville. Into the corner. Brennan Weller for 3. And that one's good. 12-point game, 44-32. 2:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here comes Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor over to Kawan Smith. Smith to Zane Baker in front of the scorer's table. Baker, top of the key, gives it up back to Smith on a bounce pass. Smith pushed into the backcourt, got the ball, and then a reach-in foul coming up against Jalen Tuggle. Tuggle will pick up his 2nd, team 10th, so Double bonus from here on out for Collinsville in this game. Springfield fans and the Alton fans are starting to pour in. Kawan Smith at the free throw line, 1 for 1 here tonight, and now 2 for 2. Extends the Kahok lead to 13. Next one for Smith. No good. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Tigers bring it up. Here is A.J. Robertson. Robertson will hand the ball off to Robinson. Malik Robinson will then hand the ball off to Tuggle. Underhand pass to Himkin. Over on the far side for Weller. Weller bluffs the 3 look, and then an accidental trip by Zane Baker. And Baker will pick up his second foul. That stops the clock with 2:16 left here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass comes all the way out onto the wing, and then top of the key for a Hemken on the pass by Robinson. Now to Tuggle. Baseline drive. He'll kick it into the corner for Weller for 3. That one skips over on the other side of the rim, and the rebound belongs to Kawan Smith, and then Smith is fouled on his way up the court. Malik Robinson picks up his first foul. Back to the free throw line. Kawan Smith just went 1 for 2 from there a moment ago. Smith. First one good. Kawan hits both this time. Jackson Weller checks back into the game. He'll take the place of the younger Weller, Brennan. And the inbound pass will come in all the way at the other end of the court. And right at the half-court stripe for Tuggle. Into the corner for Weller. He'll launch a 3-point shot. That one misses. And the rebound belongs to Kadrian Jones. He'll hand the ball off to Rayshawn Taylor, and Rayshawn is promptly fouled. Jackson Weller picks up his second foul. And Rayshawn Taylor back to the free throw line. Rayshawn is 3 of 5 from the charity stripe here in this game. Good. Rayshawn now with 17 points and make it 18. Brennan Weller will check back into the game for the Tigers as A.J. Robertson heads to the bench. Figured they would keep him out there. He's only done nothing but hit 3-pointers. All of his baskets have been 3-pointers. Here is Tuggle. Under 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Tuggle tries to skim his way around a few Kahawks. Can't do it. Rayshawn Taylor gets the loose ball and brings it up court and then gets fouled. 15th turnover for the Tigers here tonight. Weller picks up number 3. Rayshawn back at the free throw line, where he just hit 2. First one's good on this go around. Grant Schaefer checks into the game for the first time tonight for Edwardsville, the 6'1" senior. As Rayshawn Taylor tries to make it 4 for his last 4 from the free throw line, and he does just that. 1:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up by 19 now, 51-32. 3-point shot top of the key, Robinson. That one falls a little short. Rayshawn with the rebound, gets it up to Kawan Smith. Smith glides through about 5 orange shirts and can't find the bottom of the basket. Rayshawn ends up with the rebound and gives to Zane Baker. Back over to Taylor. Taylor drives in from the left wing into the paint and tries to dump it off right at the baseline for Marshall Harrison, but he's fouled instead, and Rayshawn Taylor will go back to the free throw line. 4th foul for Nick Hemken. Next one is good. That's 5 for his last 5 now for Taylor. Gilardini checks back into the game for Collinsville, as does Aaron Moulton. Roundtree and Stopka come back in for the Tigers. Kahok's up by 20. Rayshawn trying to make it 21. He does. Dylan O'Temple will check into the game for Collinsville. He gets a nice round of applause. Actually, that was for Rayshawn Taylor, who will go off the court for the final time here this evening. 1 minute to go. Tuggle almost dropped the ball. That was actually Roundtree. Turnaround jumper, good for Brennan Weller. We are down to 50 seconds left to play, and Jackson Weller will foul Kawan Smith, and Smith will take the slow walk back down to the free throw line. Smith has taken 5 free throw shots tonight. He's only missed 1 and now missed 2. I always say those things at the most inopportune times. Grayson Slagle, the 6'1 senior, checks in for Edwardsville. Coach Battis trying to get his seniors some playing time here in this regional semifinal before they call their careers quit. As Smith makes the second one. Now wholesale player changes going on here for Collinsville. And we got some new faces that made the varsity roster for the postseason. Josh Chambers, the 6'5" sophomore. David Granger, the 6'5" sophomore. Here is Roundtree. Over into the wing, a 3-point shot. No good. Rebound almost belonged to Collinsville. Now here's a 3-point shot by Jackson Weller. That one's no good. This time the rebound does stay in the hands of Collinsville. And here comes Caleb Bollinger over to the corner, and that is O'Temple. And underneath the basket, shot taken, whistle. Somebody's going to the free throw line. I believe it's going to be David Granger. Stopka picks up his second, and it is David Granger, the 6'5" sophomore, to the free throw line, seeing his first varsity action of his young career. He misses off to the right. Talked about him the last time we had a game against East St. Louis. Or actually, that was probably the one against Belleville East when I talked about the JV team. Well, Granger will not get his name in the scoring section tomorrow. He misses both of them. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. And a 3-point shot coming. That one's nothing but air and ends up out of bounds. Last touched by Edwardsville. So Collinsville, with 13 seconds left, will have a chance to bring some of the youngsters down to score a point. And all of the starters are over there cheering them on the bench. And there's Bollinger. He gets fouled by Jackson Weller, and Jackson Weller will foul out of this game. And before that has a chance to be called. The clock hits 0. Collinsville wins 54-34. They will move on to Friday night's championship game against either Alton or Springfield. That game getting ready to take place out here on this floor next. Let's welcome you in to the Cullip Jennings Florist postgame show. Cullip Jennings Florist is a Collinsville original, has been since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. Spring flowers on special right now. A wide variety in which to choose from in a stylish vase. If you would like more information about any of the specials or anything Cullip Jennings has to offer, give them a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Postgame show comes your way next after a big Collinsville win on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one here tonight, 54-34. They will advance to the championship game here at Collinsville's Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for regional championship action Friday night between the winner of our next game between Alton and Springfield. Collinsville had an 11-8 lead after 1 quarter of play. They stretched that 3-point lead into a 9-point lead at the end of 1 half after they outscored Edwardsville 9-3 in that second quarter, thus a 20-11 Collinsville lead. Kahawks then added more onto it. Just one more. They outscored Edwardsville 11-10 in that third quarter. And then Kahawks really poured it on as they outscored Edwardsville 23-13 in quarter number 4 and doubled up that third quarter 10-point lead to a 20-point win. And joining us now on the postgame show, Collinsville assistant head coach Eric Anderson. Nice win for your team there, Coach, although probably a little bit of a tough one there for you.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be that way. It's postseason now. Edwardsville's been on a little run here. They're playing much better basketball at the end of the season, and we knew it was going to be a tough game, and they came out and they played their style, and they run good offense. Our walkthrough, the guys were like wondering why it's taking so long. We had so many sets and stuff to go over and talk about that. It took a little bit longer than most of our walkthroughs, but I thought we did a pretty good job defensively overall.
Yeah, you did, and they were trying real hard to hit those shots from outside, and early on they were on top of them, but then you guys kind of took that away.
Yeah, they shot it well, and they're capable. They run good offense, get good looks, and they got a couple guys that are capable. And, I didn't think they shot it very well last night against Granite, but tonight they made a few more against us. But, overall, I thought we did a pretty nice job taking away. We didn't give them any buckets inside and made them pretty much all perimeter team.
Yeah, you got to give credit to your kids because the style of play that Edwardsville plays doesn't really add to a wide-open back-and-forth game, which most kids like to play that style of game. But credit to you and your coaching staff and your kids because you didn't let them get there. They kind of just kept an even keel.
The first time we played them, they frustrated us a little bit. And the second time, they frustrated us a little less. And we told them, that's just the style they're going to force you to play. They got good enough ball handlers where you can't just take it from them. And they're going to be real patient. They're going to spread you out. They want you to come guard it, and then they're going to look to attack and get a good shot. And our kids, I think this time around, just kind of relaxed and they held, stayed poised. And there is a such thing as panicking on defense. You can't get over anxious. There's no shot clock on offense. There's no shot clock on defense. You can't panic just because you've been playing defense for 45 seconds. Sometimes guys try to make something happen. They go for a steal. They get out of position. They break us down. We got to help. Next thing you know, they're shooting a wide open shot in the corner. And I thought we did a better job of not, panicking and just stay between your man and the basket. And they're going to shoot it. They have to shoot it sometime, and we kind of got our guys to buy into that, and they stayed a little more relaxed on defense tonight.
Great job on the discipline side of things as well. You only had one guy wearing orange uniform go to the free throw line. They went 1 for 2, so that's a big part of the game. Not only do you have to hit your free throws when it's your turn, but you limit theirs, and that's going to be a big difference in the game, and it turned out that way.
Yeah, I mean, in the book we were 19 for 26, and they were 1 for 2. And it's tough if you don't let your opponent get to the line, a couple times. I mean, that's going to be tough to win games that way.
Yeah, the three-point shot wasn't falling down for you guys early, so you didn't really care. You just kind of went inside after that.
Yeah, we don't like to fall in love with the three-point shot. We can get that anytime. There's certain nights where Ray's feeling a little bit. He'll shoot a few more of them. But for the most part, our plan of attack was we got to get some touches inside. Edwardsville can't match us in size, and they don't like to guard in there. And we got a couple big boys in there, and we just wanted to play through them and let them make good decisions, get some post touches, play inside out a little bit. We were able to do that a little bit.
Nice finishing touch there at the end, bringing all the guys in off the bench, especially Josh Chambers and David Granger. They got to see a little varsity time for the first time ever.
Yeah, it's good experience for those guys. They're going to be bigger part of our team even next year when they become juniors. They're going to see JV action and probably see some varsity action off the bench next year. And at least that's the plan. We'll see how summer goes, and they may surprise us and get a little more time. And yeah, we like what we got going, and we got some seniors we're going to miss. Marshall Harrison's going to be awfully tough to replace.
Yeah,
things he can do on the court there. And Zane Baker, I thought, really came through for us tonight. And he had some hustle plays.
Right.
Took a charge, dove a couple times, got a steal. I mean, those are the intangibles that don't always show up in the scorebook. But, next thing you know, you're leaving him in because he's playing well and he's doing some good things for us, And then Dylan O'Temple's our third one, and he hasn't saw as much action this year, but he really helps us in practice. And I'll give our scout team did an excellent job, preparing for this game. I thought, by today we had a few practices working on Edwardsville offense. We were preparing for two teams, which was But obviously Edwardsville runs a lot more than Granite does offensively. So our scout team got their offense down pretty well, and they were simulating it, really nicely. So that really helped us win tonight.
I was really hoping that Granger was going to hit one of those free throws.
Yeah.
Just to get his name in the stat book.
I know it. I think he was a little nervous, but that's why we get him in at the end, get some of those jitters out.
All right, you got Alton and Springfield getting ready to do battle here. You played both of these teams this year. I'm not going to ask you who you prefer, but how do you see this game panning out tonight?
Well, I mean, obviously we handled Springfield pretty easily when we played them. Alton's, they're pretty good. So, I mean, it's no secret. We're rooting for Springfield tonight, but we're ready for either team. So we'll take whatever they give us, and this could be a game for a while. Springfield's got a couple guys capable of doing some scoring. It just depends. I think if Alton comes ready to play, they're going to handle them, though.
And got some time off to handle some practice and know who you're playing by the end of the night, too. That helps.
Yeah, it does. It helps to know who we're going to prepare for, definitely.
All right, Coach, thanks for the visit. We'll see you Friday.
All right, Todd, appreciate it. Thank you.
Eric Anderson, the assistant head coach for your Varsity Kahawks. They're victorious here tonight, 54-34. Here is the rundown. Leading scorer here tonight was Rayshawn Taylor. He was the only one in the over 20-point category with 22 points. Kedrian Jones had 13, Kawan Smith with 15, and Marshall Harrison with 6. Leading scorers for Edwardsville, Jalen Tuggle and Brennan Weller, both of them knocked down 10. A.J. Robertson right behind them with 9. And then you had Malik Robinson with 3 and Nick Hemken with 2. Collinsville won the battle of the boards, out-rebounding the Tigers 20-13. Tigers turned the ball over 16 times compared to 7 for Collinsville, and you heard Coach Anderson talking about the numbers from the lines. Collinsville hit 19 of 26, while Edwardsville just hit 1 of 2. And from beyond the three-point stripe, Collinsville went 3 of 6, while Edwardsville went 7 of 17. So we now know that we are going to be playing here Friday night. We just don't know who yet. That'll be decided here over the next hour and a half or so. Pay attention to the KHawksports.com Facebook page. We'll let you know who wins this game, and therefore you will know who is the opponent Friday night for your Collinsville Kahawks. Kahawks win 54-34, and until Friday night, for Zach Roseman, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have a fantastic evening.